Hey, what's good, Josh? Your boy King Dio, and we out here on the 416 interview. Gang.
You've been making music since 2016, and you're originally from Ottawa.
Originally from Ottawa, yes. I'm originally from Ottawa area. I grew up in the Ritchie Street area, but I did leave Ottawa and I moved to Mississauga. And Mississauga is where I really started learning like music.
Take me how you first got into music. When was the first time you hopped in the studio and actually recorded?
So the first time I ever did anything that was like music related, so I come from a big music family, right? My whole entire like my older brother Michael, he makes beats. My older brother Isaac, he raps. He still raps right now. He goes by Izzy Minus. I come from a Christian background. My dad was a pastor actually, and I used to sing in our choir. You know, I was the lead singer in our choir alongside my mom. So growing up, we were always singing at home, making different music. You know, making different music. I was always hearing people being creative, making new beats. So if I feel like even my older brother used to actually do poetry, you know, and he used to write. I always used to find like all these pages of just like writing and songs all the time, you know, and in his room and stuff. So I always used to like that. So that's really how I would say like, and this was like early. This is like I would say this is going back almost like 2010, 2011, like early on when my brothers were going through high school, when you know my family was, we are just getting finding Canada, we are brand new to Canada, all of that stuff. So that's how music has always just been like a part of my life growing up, you know. The way that I actually started getting into music in 2016 was because of a heartbreak. I was actually heartbroken and I didn't know what to do, and I was listening to a whole bunch of like sad music, and I was like, man, what if I just wrote about this? Because that's what people always talk about, right? They always talk about writing about their pain, writing about what they're going through. So that's why I was like, yo, let me try it out. I made a song about it, put it up there. And then next thing you know, I just fell in love with doing it. You know, I realized you can write music about every feeling, not just when you're sad. If you're happy, write a song about it. If you feel like you lit, write a song about it. If you feel like you're going through a great time in your life, write a song about it. If you feel like you're going through a really bad time in your life, write a song about it. Let it out, you know? Those are songs. And the fact that like when you go through something in life and you write it on a song and then you come back to it, it's super fire. So that concept is what made me want to start going into the like making music. My first studio experience was so funny. I have the funniest studio experience ever. The first time I ever went in the studio, I didn't know how serious it was. So I have a friend named JP. He goes by K Snow Beats. He still makes beats and he mixes and masters and does a whole bunch of stuff here in London. But he was he was the first person I knew that did any like music stuff, right? I didn't know anything about Ableton. I didn't know anything about those type of systems, but he had all this stuff in his basement at his house. So when we went to go check him out one day right before a football game, we were at his house and we are just playing around with beats and we were freestyling on there. And then I was like, oh no, yo, let's actually do a real studio session. So he said, bet. We went to this big huge studio. I'm telling you, there was like $1,000 equipment everywhere. Mics were the most expensive mics I've ever seen. The studio alone, just where I was recording, like where the mic was, it was like an entire empty room. There was a glass door. It was soundproof. I was like, there's no way. I mean, the only way you could talk to people outside is if you put the headphones on and spoke in the mic. That's the only way you could talk to anybody or communicate with them. Man, I'm telling you, I went into that so unprepared. Like I came with the beat, I came with lyrics and everything, and all of it was like it was the most garbage you will ever hear. Like I didn't know when I got to the studio, I didn't know how fast paced it was, right? The engineer was like, "Oh, give me the beat you wanna do it on." I only had the lyrics at the time, so I was like, "Oh, I didn't know I had to like pick a beat," you know? Which sounds so stupid now when I think back on it. But cause I thought I'd come in there and the engineer would play like a couple beats and stuff, but he was like, "Where's your beat?" I'm like, I didn't come with one. So I told them, I was like, okay, play with. I went on my phone and I found the first beat, and I told them this is the beat. I didn't even check it. I didn't even listen to it. I just told him this is the beat. Man, he told me, okay, go in the studio. I was so nervous because I had never heard the beat. Man, when I'm telling you that beat started playing and I tried rapping to it, it was so garbage. Like it was so garbage. I couldn't catch the flow, couldn't do anything. And I knew too, I was like, man, this isn't even the right beat that I want to like rap on, but I can't tell. I was so nervous to tell him. That studio session ended within like 20 minutes. Like we were booked in there for 2 hours and we only spent 20 minutes in there before the engineer was like, okay, yo, you know what? We should do this another day. Like, I think I'm busy. I think I have some plans coming up. He didn't have any plans, bro. It was so trash. I've never even heard that song till now. Never heard that song.
Your style of music, it mixes rap with touches of R&B and trap here and there. Like, what kind of influenced you to blend those genres together? Did it just come naturally or what?
My music taste, the people that I have around me. I have a lot of music friends that make what is it, this type of music, in those genres. And I always find I have so much more songs that are so much different styles. I think I've tried everything. Like if you anything you can name, I have a song. I just haven't dropped it yet. So and I always tell a lot of people too, I have more R&B songs than I do like just like trap songs or rap songs because everyone's always like, "Oh, you're a trap artist, oh, you're a rap artist," and I'm like, I guess, but that's because that's the music that I drop right now. I have so much other stuff that I don't drop that you guys would probably sit here and be like, "Holy!" But for me, it would be like I do this all the time. So I think, yeah, I think for me, I try all the time to be versatile. The reason why I mainly drop those styles of music is because that's the style of music that I listen to the most. Everything else is more so like experimental, or I want to give it a try. I want to give it a little shot here and there. You feel me?
Keeping on the topic of your style, you have songs like Head Up and Proud of Me, titles that kind of suggest like a motivational like vibe. Do you like consciously try to like uplift or like yeah, aim to uplift your listeners with your music or
Oh yeah, yeah. That is like when what is it? When you say that, that's exactly what it is. Then when it comes to my music, like you listen, there are songs like there's definitely a lot of other songs as well too that have a different vibe to it. But these songs specifically, like having Head Up, even the song I just dropped right now called "OneDay," that one's talking about how like I have a line in there where it goes, when I make music, that's one of the things too. I also like work out a lot too. So whenever I go in the gym, I wanna, I always felt like I want some hype songs that I can listen to. It's always nice to listen to a good turn up song, or something, or or you where you're being aggressive and all that, letting the raw emotions out. But I feel like these type of songs, these type of music, these are the ones that I really resonate with, and I feel like a lot of people also have a lot more fun with them as well too. Just like with TikToks and all that type of stuff. So I always love motivation, and that's the energy that I want to bring. I want to be able to give off a motivational energy. I don't want people to always associate, oh, because you make rap music, you're probably talking about like drugs, violence, this, that. No, that's not the case here. Over here, we're making motivational music. I want to be able to uplift other people. I want to be able to uplift my siblings, the peers around me, all of that. 100%.
on social media you call yourself AP Dada and you even founded your own label, Apply Pressure Music Group. Tell me about like what was the vision behind starting this music group and like how being the Dundada of your brand kind of influences your music and image as well.
So with Apply Pressure Music, the reason why I even started Apply Pressure Music is I realized it's better to win in numbers than by yourself as a core, right? And being surrounded by more talented people, you always have people that you can work off of. It's much better to it's much better to win as a group versus to win as a solo person. And you can go so much farther with a group of people or a team around you versus you just doing everything by yourself. So I've been blessed, and I've been able to start Apply Pressure Music here in London. I've been blessed to have a couple artists on the roster as well. Blessed to have artists, who are doing big things. And we've always connected. And these are artists from all over I have artists that have been in Ottawa. I have artists that have been in Mississauga. I have artists that have been in what is it? London, Ontario, directly here. So there's always brand new people we're always working with, and that was the main reason what made me want to start Apply Pressure Music. was just that, you're able to win much better in numbers. You're able to get much farther and reach your goals with a group than by yourself, right? And being the AP Don Data, that was just a thing for me because after a while I realized there's so much I could really do with the music, and I don't feel like I'm a follower. I feel like I'm a leader. We put shows on in the city. I have a personal DJ the Hammer. He comes with me to all my showcases. Me and him are always rocking out. So, you know, I'm always here for growth. I'm always here for new opportunities. I'm always here to see where this music can take me. And so by me having a team, I have my own DJ. We're able to put on our own shows anywhere, any spot. We're able to interact with many new artists. Like we've done shows in Toronto, we've done shows in Mississauga, we've done shows in London. Like it's so crazy to think about the stuff that music can really take you to. The doors, the people that I've met too, the connections. I have artists on Apply Pressure who get more streams than I do. Their numbers are doing way bigger than I am, and that's the shit that makes me so happy because I can learn from them as well too. You know what I mean? I can learn from them. I can be able to take a piece or two of what their vision is of how they're doing things, and we're able to explode and move forward. So always for me, the number one thing is always about growth. It's always about trying to learn in every single moment. There's nobody on this earth that knows everything. There's always somebody you can learn from. Even doesn't matter how high up in life you are. So that's what makes you a leader. When you're able to take creative criticism. You're able to look around. You're able to take advice from other people. You're able to work it into a plan that works for you, into a plan that is able to, you know, get you in the direction where you need to be. So that's what I'm always looking for. And that's what, for me, when I look at that AP Don Data, the what is it? The CEO, the owner of Apply Pressure Music. And there's man, I'm telling you, not even just music alone. There's so much that is underneath the, like, Apply Pressure Music. It's under God's Gift, and God's Gift Enterprise is enterprise. It holds so many different, we have so many different, we have networks, we have other shows. I'm actually starting a podcast as well too underneath it, called Behind Closed Doors as well. We have an Apply Pressure network where we have many different shows as well too, where we have other creators who are going to be coming onto these we have we have the YouTube pages as well too for all these if you just look them up. So every single time I want to make sure that people are able to see the vision that we have, the growth, the plan that where we're trying to get to, and every single moment it matters. So with me having a it's not. That's why when I say AP Down Data with Apply Pressure, that's the home. That's what started everything. But God's Gift is like the foundation of everything. You know what I mean?
I want to take a pivot to back to your discography. Your latest single, One Day, you just dropped, and you even kicked off like a little challenge going on called like hashtag One Day on social media to go with it. What's the story behind the challenge? Explain the challenge a little bit and how you kind of started it or even thought about it.
Basically, with every single song that I have, I want to start a little campaign along with it. Whether it's a little challenge or whether it's a little dance video or whether it's going out into the streets and actually letting people listen to the music directly. So with this challenge, if you listen to the song, like I said, my music, I want it to be motivational. So that if you listen to the song One Day, it's talking about the things that I want to have in life. It's talking about, my wants and my needs, and knowing that, I put that work in, I put that time in, and I'm going to earn it. So one day I want to become a big music international artist, but at the same time, I want to be respected in the corporate business and industry. So with that challenge, I was like, yo, if I'm letting my listeners know what I want to become, I want to know what my listeners they want to become one day, you know? So with the challenge, there's a portion of the song, that lyric where I told you my mama, she told me that one day I'm going to be a star. And one day I'm going to go far. I've been putting time in, I've been working, all that stuff. One day I'm going to earn it. And then in that phrase, I want you to, you put the title One Day and then put what you want to become one day. Whether I want to become a doctor, I want to become a nurse, I want to become a firefighter, whatever you want to become, put it up there. I want to see it. Drop the hashtag One Day, and boom, that way I can see the challenge. And then I'm gonna start reposting a couple of the videos that I've already seen and stuff like that in the next couple of days. So that challenge right there, it's able to push the song, able to help it promote as well, just help it build as well. And it's also super fun. It's a good way to interact with people. I'm able to comment on people's stuff. I'm able to just reach out to people from a different point of view. So that's a challenge that I want to keep going for the rest of the month until the next song drops, So always working. Yeah, so definitely it's a motivational challenge as well.
As an emerging artist, you've been, slowly learning the basics of the music industry and networking, through your music group, through your own music career. What's something you've learned about both the business side of music as well as the artist side that kind of surprised you or like kind of changed your approach on how to deal with things?
The one thing for I'll say for a business, the one thing number one that I've always said, there's a lot of money that is missing on the table that artists do not know about. And there's a lot of like the artists, I'm telling you, there's a lot of artists that you can see dropping music and they could be making so much money. The money is sitting there, they don't know how to access it. And what I'm talking about is I'm talking about SOCAN and I'm talking about BMI. And what these things are, these are programs that are instituted here in America and North America. And basically that's how artists get paid for royalties in terms when let's say a DJ at a club in Toronto plays your track. How do you know you're getting paid for that track? How do you know you're getting paid? It's not, if a DJ plays your song on the radio in Toronto and you're in London, how do I know that that song I should be getting paid from that song? How are you gonna get paid from that song? You know, when you have to go online and secure your SOCAN and your BMI numbers every single time that you release a track. You have to register your song with SOCAN and BMI. And this is and I'm spitting game right now for a lot of the Canadian artists, and get because all this money right here you're missing it from the table. I'm telling you, there's so much money that I've made just from music alone, which I didn't even realize. I'm looking at this extra money coming in and I'm like, this extra money, where's it coming from? And then I check and I'm like, oh, okay, somebody's over here playing the track I made. Somebody's over here doing, listening to a song that I made. If you don't register your music, if somebody does play your song on the radio, you won't get paid for it. If somebody plays your song at a club or at an event or something, you won't get paid for it. If you go perform as well too, let's say you do a performance and the DJ hasn't paid you or the person organizing the show hasn't paid you, SOCAN can legally go after that person for you and get your money from that showcase if you can prove that you were there, that you did your time, everything. You know what I mean? So with these type of things, I always tell artists, yo, and every time that you're able to get more money from doing your creative thing, go get it. Register your song. Don't leave it down for the last minute. Because I'm telling you, the day that you want to register all your songs, all the money you'll make, you'll sit there and you'll be like, holy fuck, all this money I could have been getting it time ago. You know, so a lot of artists. That's just from the business side of things. That's one thing I've learned.
This year, you also took home a Best Hip Hop Award at the Essence and Culture Awards within your city. How did it feel to kind of get that recognition in your local scene?
I just want to say big, huge shout out to Jammin. Jammin is my brother for life. He's the one who actually helped me get the opportunity to even be nominated when he told me about it. And then shout out to everyone who listened to the music, who was able to get me the official nomination, the end of official vote and everything. But it just gives me so much motivation. You know what I'm saying? I remember the day that I started making music, and I didn't think I you never ever think about the awards or what could come with it. So to be able to wake up every day and look at an award, which is for something creative that I decided to do on my own, and I was able to push it to that level. It got me smiling right now. I already feel my cheeks getting all hard and stuff. So you know it just makes you super happy, very, very proud. That's why if you look at the cover art for Proud of Me, it's me holding up the trophy. It's me that those are all pictures from the moment that I won that award actually, That the song Proud of Me is about that moment. So I'm telling you, it's super, super it makes me feel super, super excited. I feel super glad that I went through all of that stuff. Man, I'm telling you. And also this year as well too, I performed that. I got a chance to perform at the Essence and Culture Awards, because I had won the award as well too. So it was super exciting with me and my DJ as well too, it was actually my DJ's first time ever performing, and he killed it. On that type of stage, he killed it. So we have so much more We have so much more shit that we're gonna be doing soon. So yeah.
Lastly, bro, like, what you have coming out soon? Any new projects, singles, EPs, any shows lined up? Let the people know.
Yes, yeah, I got shows all the time. September 27th, I will be down in London, Ontario. I'll be performing down at the Spare Room, down on Wonderland Road. That'll be from 4 p.m. all the way until 9 p.m. And then also, I have a new single coming out soon. I won't say the date yet, but I have a new single coming out soon this month. And I have a new single coming out October 9th. So the 25th of this month and October 9th, I have another new single. Movies all the time that are dropping. So always keep an ear out on that as well. I have what is it? I have collaborations as well too. And what is it? Keep on watching. I have a new collaboration coming out with Genuine Drip Clothing as well too. With the GD Flower hoodies, which are available and out right now. So keep in tune with all of that. All of that is coming out as well right now. So, and then I have a hair deal as well with JM Scott. JM Scott braids, locks, and wigs as well too. So we're gonna be doing a whole bunch of branding for that, doing some promos, reels, and stuff like that. All coming out in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned. Keep your eyes out. The boy's always working. Like I say, every single day we're applying pressure. So applying pressure on the daily, no breaks, no stops. King deal. That's what we do.
To the bros, most niggas fake, they be moving like clones. I'm one of one, I'm exclusive, I'm gifted. She wanna fuck, but let's be realistic. Toxic, they making these